Hi! So it's been a while since I posted. I went on a 1 month break, as you guys know. So yeah, we're actually back for December's 2020, the last month of the year 2020's general reading. It's gonna be pretty in-depth. There's quite a lot of messages just by the cards alone. So we are gonna see what happens. So I split the deck up into three. So we have the Aventurine deck, which is the green crystal. We have the Obsidian deck, which is the black crystal, and then we have the clear quartz deck, which is the the white crystal, the clear transparent crystal. So yes, I hope everyone's 2020 has somewhat been manageable. It's been a mess, but we are all working through it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so this is for the second. Wait, what? This is the first crystal pile. So we have the Aventurine pile. So people who pick this, well, all these are actually for you. So before we moved on to general life itself and everything, let's talk a bit about love life first. Let's get that out of the way first. Okay, so let's see. So we have new love. A new person has started your romantic feelings. Then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Then we have love yourself first. And then we have trust. This situation is asking you to have faith. We have open your heart to receive and give the highest energy of all. It is safe for you to love. And also let your friends help you. Ask for and support and accept support from others. And then the tarot decks, we have Justice, Queen of Wands, Fall of Swords, Page of Swords reverse, Ten of Wands, and then the Tree of Cups. So yes, so without further ado, we'll go into this first before we jump into the rest. So I would like to say that generally I think Pile 1's love life, I would say that if let's say you're still single right now, because it feels more like people who pick this part are more like single. Like if let's say you're in a relationship, it either means that you're more independent or you prefer to do things alone. So I think that pile number 1, your love life seems to be more of like if you're single, you're more of like, yeah, I'm being very careful in terms of who I'm giving time and effort to. I'm trying to be careful who I distribute my time and effort to. The Queen of Wands shows to me that like you guys are actually like girl bosses. You guys have everything together. You guys know your directions. You guys know exactly where you want to hit and everything. And in terms of like love itself, some of you actually decided that yeah, it's time for us to just relax, take the back seat. We're not gonna like be in a rush to be in a relationship and all that. Let's enjoy our friendship. Let's celebrate our friendship with others and everything. And I would say that like right now, love is not exactly, or like at least if let's say you're in a relationship, right, bettering the relationship or putting more attention to the relationship is not exactly what you're after for now. It's not because you don't love the person. It's more of like, I'm really busy. Like I have my things to do. I cannot afford to miss a step right here yet. So like I am gonna channel my focus into this particular direction, and we'll talk about love and all that once all that settled down. So but yeah, I do get a more like single feeling here rather than like a relation, like being in a relationship thing. And yeah, being careful is fine, learning how to do an equal give and take is fine and everything, but just remember that like sometimes in life it's really not about give and takes. It's really about like unconditional love, unconditional giving and all that, because you care about the person or you care about yourself. Okay, so there's that there. And I would say that like if let's say there's things that you want to do, please voice out. Please be just like at least give someone a heads up. There are people who are dating who are like, because they have to channel their focus elsewhere and everything, they suddenly have to withdraw their attention, and it might feel like you are not valuing the person that you're dating or you're seeing. So it would be best if you could kind of sound out. Just don't just be very upfront about it, okay? And don't play any like mind games and things like that. So yeah, I do think that this particular group, you guys are either single or like you're attached but you're more independent, or I would say that either casually dating or there's someone you're interested in, someone has started that romantic feelings and all that, but like you have your own things to do and you're being very careful and all that. So there's a sense of like, yeah, I'm gonna channel my focus here, so I'm not gonna put too much focus here. And like there are some of you who also like, yeah, you know what, like love is not really my priority, I'm just gonna set it aside for now and like really just practice self-love, love myself first, so that I will be a better me. And then yeah, the situation is calling you to have faith. Is telling you that like, hey, rather than like just ghosting people, or like just giving them, like not talking to them, not expressing yourself, and just being cold and distant, right? Why not just try a different approach and have faith that they feel the same, and they would understand if you were to tell them that like, hey, you know, I'm going through something, I just need some time alone right now and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, it is really safe for you to love, though like you are being very careful and cautious. Some of it actually just comes from like your own overthinking. So learn how to set aside your worries and your woes, and kind of like just understand where are they stemming from, and how can you separate them into two different piles so that you are able to sort of like cope with it. Okay, so yeah, other than that, let your friends help you. See, your friends are here in the Three of Cups, so it's like just let them come to you to help you out in terms of like give you advice, or you know, just go and celebrate, just keep things lighthearted for yourself. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards for like just general. So anything can pop up. It could be maybe further advice, it could be talking about like your mental health, your career, for example, your health in general, or just generally life advices. Okay, so we have the shadow side, we have the Five of Wands in reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so I would say that this particular group, generally there is a sense of release, that or a sense of like either forgiveness, or like there's a sense of you have to release something by the end of this year. If not, this energy is somewhat gonna be carried throughout the next year. I wouldn't say like for a very long time, but at least like at the start, first few months, you will carry this sort of like energy into that direction. So I would say that it's actually best for you to sit down with yourself. Don't avoid or repress any of, you know, emotions or thoughts or feelings or anything. Just sit down by yourself and let things flow through you, and observe how do you feel about certain things, what do you think, and things like that. So it helps you kind of like understand what is up. Okay, so I have the Five of Wands being here in reverse. So it's just showing to me is that like there are a few of you who actually dislike conflict, either with others or even yourself. Okay, but the thing is, you're not having a conflict with anybody. Alright, so don't think of it that way. I would say that you guys are still very stable, you guys are still very strong, very you know, like you can handle yourself well. So there is actually no need for you to feel like, you know, if I were to face and confront all these, I would be very out of it, or like I would lose my balance and fall. There's no such thing as that, because if you are able to just face it, right, it's actually more of like the ultimate release of energy and of like bad things, or like negative thoughts and feelings that you used to have. So it's almost as if like you kind of face it, change it, release it, sort of that. And then from here, right, for the rest of the December, it's almost as if it's gonna be an easy month. So there's probably a need for you to kind of like just sit with yourself a little bit and go through all this. So lernomand is here. I drew some so we can see. Yeah, so it's almost as if that like some of you are actually looking for like a higher state of commitment from others. That's why you're being more careful in terms of like who are you with, who you will be with, who are you willing to spend time with, things like that. So it's already here, so it's almost as if it's like a synchronicity going on. So the mountain being here is just showing to me is that like this is probably talking about your own work, which is either a mountain of work in terms of career, or a mountain of work in terms of you trying to release certain things. And once you are able to do this, right, you'll be able to start on a new journey. But it's almost as if that like you are kind of on the horse towards the new journey. It's just that you are spending a little bit more time looking back into the past, where you know, you shouldn't be doing that if let's say you want to keep your eye on the ball. Okay, so right now it will be best for you to take this end of the year to sort of release everything that you have to release, and then face forward for the next year that's gonna be coming towards you. Alright, so yeah, that's all for pile number 1, which is the aventurine pile. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hello, so pile number 2, welcome back. We are, what's this? We're actually the obsidian pile, and then yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. That's number one. It's been a while since I did this, so I'm a little bit rusty, so bear with me here. So yeah, before we go on to like the general advices and also the lernomand reading, let's jump into love life first, like advice for your love life, and what you know about it. Basically just a general reading, but it could be quite in-depth and pretty specific sometimes. Okay, so we have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Sorry, my bad. Express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Then we have stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. We have engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and very soon, clearly decide what you want now so that it comes to you, right? So our tarot cards, we have 8 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, we have the Knight of Swords, and an additional King of Cups. Okay, so well guys, I would say that people who pick this particular pile in terms of love life itself, if you're still single, okay, or like if you're in a relationship, there is a sense of like questioning of like, do I, like for the singles, it's almost as if it's like, I'm so tired of, you know, waiting for the right one. I'm so tired of putting in effort to seek, I wouldn't say seek, but rather like to manifest, to bring forward this like true love that you want so much. It's almost to the point that like you are looking back into the past and trying to, and it becomes like, rather than manifest for new love, it's like you're trying to manifest an old love that you want to come back into your life. Okay, so for people who are in a relationship, it almost feels as if that like something is a little bit wrong in the relationship, or maybe it's just not very exciting anymore. You guys are a little bit bored of it, you know, your partners are not really maybe putting in effort and everything, and you're like, I don't see the need to actually put in my effort here. Okay, but the thing is that playfulness is actually here. So just remember that actually have dating games, well, dating itself is supposed to be a very fun thing where you kind of get to know each other, you flirt, you show interest in each other. So maybe that is something that you guys have not been doing recently, so it could be something that you should try to find back, like never stop flirting with one another sort of thing. And like there is a sense of like trying to bring back old love, or like looking back into the past and wanting that, and there's this express your love sort of thing. So it's almost as if like there's a yearning that's going on. Okay, and if you hear that, the rain is pouring, it's a very rainy day today, so yeah, so there's almost a sense of like, oh, I miss the past, I want the past to come back. Single people, you are like manifesting someone from the past, while the people who are attached, you're looking back with like rose-colored glasses at how good things used to be. Okay, and the thing is that like because you're always looking back, it makes you feel like whatever it is that you are trying to do now is not adequate, it's not really on par, it's not really doing its thing. But the thing is that like what you're looking at is the past. So if you're always looking back at the past, then how are you going to open your eyes for the future? How are you going to open your eyes to see the offers that's coming into your life for you? So rather than just like, you know, romanticizing the past, look forward and be open to offers, because I do think that there are offers being presented to you. It's just that maybe the way that you are doing things are a little bit rigid, or you're not very flexible, or you're not paying close attention, and because of that people tend to back off, or like there's just nothing much that they can offer to you from here because you are self-sufficient, or you always reject. Okay, so there's that. I had the 7 of Cups here, so it's really honestly just saying that like you have a lot of options to put your focus in. Actually, like your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. So for the people who are attached, it's almost as if like, because you guys have been together either for a very long time, or like you guys feel like those old time love couple sort of thing. So that's why like you feel like, oh, that's it, this is almost maybe at the end of the road, or like this is the only options that's left. Okay, but that's not true. So people who are still single, I would say that like you don't feel like you see an option, you don't, and it's almost as if that like there's a lot of things for you to consider, but you have yet to do so. Okay, so maybe try to look forward this time around rather than look back into the past. Okay, so I have the Knight of Swords being here, and it's clarifying very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I would say that like stay true to what you want, because the thing is that the universe is sort of like making its way, making things out for you, but it's gonna take some time, because though they know what they want, your soulmate themselves might be a work in progress, and you don't want to meet your soulmate when they're still in a work in progress sort of state, because it's either it's gonna trigger you in some ways, or you might feel like you're being used to help them heal. Okay, so the King of Cups is actually here, so it's trying to me that like, yeah, just, you know, stay true to your path, do things your way, continue to manifest for people who are single, manifest for this particular love offer that's coming into your life soon. Visualize it, see it through your third eye, and like just bring it closer to you slowly. Okay, people who are attached, just know that your partner, they are people who are very logical. I would say that they can be quite romantic sometimes, but they are romantic on certain occasions, because there are like times where, yeah, I need to balance logic and emotion. I cannot always be romantic and giving you this and all that when I have to be logical as well. Okay, so this is the kind of person that you're also kind of manifesting for the singles, whereby, you know, someone who is very understanding, empathetic, and they know when is the right time to do what they have to do. Okay, so yeah, continue down, don't lose faith yet. Okay, so we're gonna jump into like just general advice. Okay, so the cards is Six of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Star. Okay, so yeah, don't lose faith so quick. Some of you are like, oh no, it's the end of the road, I don't believe in love anymore. That sort of like mindset. Don't do that. Okay, don't lose faith in it yet. Okay, like I know that there is a sense of pessimistic views. There's this pessimistic views that's hanging around your thinking, maybe right now, or like because, you know, things are maybe not going the way that it should, but that is just a passing moment. Okay, you will be in the love, you're gonna be with the love of your life very soon. And the thing is that like, if you have all these pessimistic views, you're gonna like be in a way like whatever you manifest, you're kind of repelling it at the same time. So it's not really gonna help if you attract and it moves 2 steps to you, but then you repel and it moves 3 steps back from you. You know, there's this delay going on. Okay, so I think that what you guys need, especially people who are in a relationship, is to spice things up. Go and find something fun. Go and find an event. Go to an event even. Just do something fun for you and your partner, because I would say that like you guys are actually in a very happy and healthy relationship with one another. It's just that maybe because of like how both of you are looking far ahead into the future, you guys are planning things out, both of you have plans for one another, and like because of that maybe focus isn't on like love or like bettering the relationship. Okay, but they do see you in the future and you do see them in your future, so don't feel that like, oh, you know, like it's time to break up, I don't believe in love anymore, don't do that. Okay, like stop. Because I would say that the people, the love offer that they presented to you was something very genuine, and it's very rare, and it's like the greatest love that they want to give to you as well. Okay, so people who are single, take note of this card. Okay, they're on their way. Some sort of love offer is actually coming in soon. Okay, and it's almost as if it's like the one that you've been waiting for. Okay, so let's take a look into the lernomand. We have the key to your heart. Okay, anyways, that's a joke. Okay, the bear and the tree. So yeah, I would say that like some of you guys, right, are you just gotta hold on to the key. Just hold on to the key. Okay, it's almost as if like you are at the door soon. You can open that door soon, and actually you can open that door. It's just a matter of, do you want to open that door? Because I think sometimes what is hindering you in progress is yourself. Okay, so there's that there, and I would say that like there's a need for you to see things as it is, not through a mask or whatever, like really see through that facade. There's this sense of like, yeah, you have to learn how to operate or like see things outside of how it is like, and also like take more authority in and take up more responsibility in propelling things forward for you. Okay, because I would say that like if you take more charge, you open that door for you, you open this solution for you, you'll be in such a good place. The tree, and the thing is like you're gonna be in this place where it's warm, it's lovely, it's always perfect weather, like it's always happy, there's always abundance around you and stuff like that. Okay, so you just have to take a chance sometimes, alright? And yeah, just hold on. The right person is on their way, making its way towards you. I would say that like the person that you are gonna be in love with, they have a little bit of they tend to want to be more in control. So there's that over there. So there's this power struggle that you might face at the start, but once it kind of settles, there will be a very good established dynamic between the both of you. Alright, so that's all for pile number 2, which is the obsidian pile. I hope it resonates. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, so this is the last pile, which is the clear quartz and also the white transparent crystal. Yeah, so I'm gonna set this aside. Yeah, today we'll be talking about December 2020. I think I mentioned in the start, I don't remember, but yes. Before we go into the general stuff, let's talk about your love life first. Okay, let's pick into your love life first. And yeah, so let me set this aside. And yeah, we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Oops. We have religious factor. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Alright, tarot cards would be Knight of Wands, Strength, Queen of Pentacles reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and lastly the Queen of Cups. Alrighty, so let's jump right into it. So I would say that this particular pile, if you pick this pile, right, single or attached, it's almost as if like you guys are sitting on uncertainty. There's this like, should I go forward with it? Should I not go forward with it? Like, what's going on? And it's almost as if that some of you are trying not, like, I would say that like some of you is like, you know what, screw it, let's just do it. But then another part is like holding that part of you back and be like, no, calm down, let's think it through, okay? So it's almost as if that people who are single who chose this deck, there is, you feel a strong sense of like connection with the person that you're seeing, okay, or the person that you've met. But the thing is that like it feels almost as if like you are a bit afraid to maybe take the first step and all that, because you don't want to misread the signs that they are giving to you. Okay, and like religious factors being clarified by strength is like saying that your love life is being influenced by religious upbringing and all that, right? It's like saying that like, you know, some that your upbringing and everything taught you that maybe love is of patience, so you should wait for them to respond or wait for them to make the first move. But a part of you is like, screw it, I don't want to wait for them to make the first move, I will make the first move. Okay, that sort of like reaction is there. But another part of you is holding yourself back from doing that. Okay, so that's why I say what I said, saying there's forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, which is why I felt that like, you know, you guys are feeling very unstable. Like you guys are very, it's like uncertain times and you're not really able to just make a decision like that. Like it's really something a bit hard for you to judge, because I think some of you are actually thinking that like, yes, am I ready to commit fully? Am I ready? Am I already healed to pursue this? You know, you don't want to like project any negative emotions onto like this person that you seem to have an interest in. Okay, so make the effort. 7 of Wands. Great love is worth taking the guides you're guided to take. So the thing is that if let's say it feels right in your bones, be it rejection later or whatever it is, if you feel that it is something that you want to express, that you want to have it said and done, right, then stop repressing that part of you. Like, stay true to how you actually feel. Okay, like be it you get rejected or what, because the thing is that like, I don't think you want this to become like a regret in the future, because you have made the effort. Great love is worth guiding, is worth that action. And the thing is that like, the worst is rejection, that's it. Like, what else? You don't lose anything else, you just get rejected and that's it. Okay, but there's deception here. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So I would say that the person that you guys are maybe seeing, they're a little bit suspicious, because it feels almost as if they might be seeing more than one person. Or if let's say you guys are just like casually dating and like there's this, and you guys are already have this rule or this unspoken rule of like, yeah, you can still see people right now because we are nothing to one another, we are just sort of like casually dating, trying to see if things works, that sort of thing. Okay, but the thing is that it feels almost as if you are on the more serious side, while they are more on the like, yeah, I'm just here to kind of like see if it works out, sort of like thinking. Okay, so there's this sense of deception being here, so they could be not very honest with you, so there's that being there. And then there's worth waiting for. Okay, divine timings at work of your love life, clarified by the Tower, is just saying that like, if you feel like the time is not right, the time is not right, then you don't have to pursue it as of now. But the thing is that like, the time is not right when you want to lash out recklessly. But if let's say it's a feeling that's building up and it's something that you can no longer control and you just want to just, you know, say it out loud, then just go for it. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups being here in reverse, so it's just showing to me that like it's really unstable, because some of you are actually thinking like, is this worth it? Is this worth the heartbreak that I will go through? Like this mini little heartbreak that I'm gonna go through, is it really worth me? Is it really worth me taking the effort? Should I just wait a little while more to see who they are, maybe their true colors, or like how is it that I feel towards them, and blah blah blah. So there's that thing there. So yeah, I think it'll be good if it's nice to know that you have your logic still intact and you are trying to make sense through it. It's great, and you should try to make sense through it. And once you do, then make the decision yourself. Okay, so people who are attached, I think it's somewhat the same messages for you. Yeah, I would say that like, if there are things that is bothering you in the relationship itself that's making you feel insecure or uncertain about the person, things like that, right? Then it's best if you guys have a talk about it, regardless or not. You try to run away from it. Okay, so like there are some topics that you feel like running away from, but it's best to still kind of face them head on. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about your general cards. So we have 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands. Wow, you have like 10 10 8 8. Wow, amazing. And then 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So I would say that like, yeah, you guys are carrying some form of burden, so it's probably related to your love life itself. But the thing is that this burden is not something that is permanent. It's not something that you can't let go of. Okay, the thing is, you're just giving it a lot of thoughts, you're just carrying it with you and all that, because it talks about your future happiness and you prioritize that future happiness. It's a good thing that you prioritize that, but the thing is that you being able to see a future with them means that you should try to communicate, work on your relationship with them. Okay, so that's that. The 8 of Wands is just showing to me is that like, I think some of you are actually trying to either move forward with this or move away from this. Okay, there's like 2 different paths here, because I think some of you are already very aware of what is your happiness, what is happiness to you. Okay, so if let's say you want to move away from it, have a talk first, understand first, and do it if once everything is kind of like settled and things are talked through. Okay, and those who want to start a relationship or like to make a progress in it, right, then yeah, also have a talk as well. Okay, as long as you guys are open-minded, you keep things open and you can openly communicate, things will generally go pretty well in all the directions that you want to go for. Okay, so we have the birds, we have the house, and then we have the cross from the lernomand reading itself. Okay, so well, I would say that this particular group, right, you guys are maybe either sick of like a routine that you're always going forward with, like something that's very repetitive and all that, and it's become like a ritual of sorts. Okay, but the thing is that like, I think that this requires a lot of devotion, and I think that the reason why you're so iffy about it and all that is because you're unsure if the person that you are interested in would be able to provide you this devotion that you seek, that builds into the future with you, which is in the house, like becomes a safe space, you guys are together and things like that. Okay, so there's that being there. Like this reading is really, your reading is really, you guys reading is really about love itself. Okay, so I think that this has been going on in your life for a pretty for a pretty good while already, if not like not all 3 messages will resonate in terms of like love reading itself. I'm pretty shocked about it as well. So yeah, I would say that make sense of things. Yeah, in the end, the ultimate advice here is make sense of things. Make sense of everything that's going through your mind. It's good to be logical. It's also fine to feel that reckless energy of like, screw it, let's just go for it, that sort of thing. It's fine to hold yourself back, but at the same time is that once you sit with your thoughts, once you're sure, once you want to talk it out and everything, remain open and really express yourself so that things can go the way that you want to, because I do see that you guys are prioritizing your own happiness, your own fulfillment here as well. So yeah, in a way, once you express yourself, you can see how things goes and how things are going to progress. Alright, so yeah, that's all for today. So thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.